Hey guys, it's Melanie. Happy Monday. Bear with me with the lighting today. It is actually quite sunny outside, and this window over here sort of messes with the lighting situation with my camera here. So I'm going to be going in and out of brightness. Hopefully it's not too distracting. This is not a beauty related video at all. So we are actually going to be restarting my health journey series. Back when I did my live stream on New Year's Eve, there were actually quite a few of you who, when I asked for video ideas, had requested that I bring this series back. And honestly, I really liked doing these videos. I found that they helped to hold me accountable for my actions, which is something that I tend to struggle with for myself. And it's funny because it's only in this one area of my life where I struggle with this self-accountability. And it's when it comes to diet and exercise. And so I've decided that maybe if I continue with this series and you guys seem interested in it anyway, that it would sort of help to hold me a little bit more accountable again this year. So yeah, we're bringing it back, guys. Before we get into today's topic, which is mostly going to be centered around the supplements that I take, as well as where I'm at currently with intermittent fasting, because that is something that I discovered, like I said, a few years ago, and I found it to be very helpful. I just kind of wanted to give you guys the update on where I'm at with it now, and if I'm still doing it, if I'm going to be doing it going forward, that kind of stuff. So before I get into that, I do want to tell you guys sort of my struggles and why I do the things that I do, and to also just remind you that if you are struggling with your weight, or you're struggling with your diet, or you've just noticed some changes in your body, I encourage you to go see a physician. Go see your family doctor. Go have a physical done. This is something that I tend to do. I don't do it every single year, but I try to go get a physical from my doctor. It's covered by my insurance, so there's really no reason for me to not do it. But it's sort of a preventative exam to kind of see where you're at in different areas and address any health concerns that you might be dealing with or getting ready to deal with. I think doing this in conjunction with your physician who knows your body and knows your medical history is a really smart thing to do. That includes when you are incorporating new supplements. So before I tell you about mine, I do want to let you guys know that you definitely make sure, especially if you're taking other medication, that there are no contraindications to incorporating any of these supplements into your diet. I know what my doctor has told me to take in the past, so a lot of that is what I'm going to be showing you. But I could probably certainly use a refresh myself, so I do need to make an appointment to go get my physical for this year in the next couple weeks. So I encourage you to do the same. I just think it's very important. So what I tend to struggle with the most is that I have a real lazy bone when it comes to my diet and my exercise. I am someone who, I don't love cooking. I really don't. So I've tried to incorporate cooking more at home, obviously since last March. We sort of had to, but we certainly have ordered a lot of Grubhub. Craig and I like to joke that we keep the restaurants in our area alive with just our family sometimes. We do like to order out. And when it comes to exercise, I am not someone who loves it. I love how I feel afterwards, and I love how I look when I exercise, but I don't love the doing of it. So it's very hard for me to initially get motivated to actually go and do the exercise. So these are things that I struggle with on a daily basis, and I don't have any secret information for you guys on how to get around that. You just have to fight past it. You know, when I used to work out a lot and I would sometimes post about it on Instagram or on YouTube here, like there'd be a lot of questions. I'd be like, how do you do it? Like, where do you find the motivation? How this, how that? It's just like, no, it sucks. Like, for me, it sucks exercising. I don't love it. But I know that I have to do it. Like, I just turn to the logical part of my brain and I just think, you know what? You don't like how you're feeling, you don't like how you're looking, you have to do this. And that's the thing that I think we all have to sort of take on, is that personal responsibility. For some of you, there may be health conditions that prevent you from losing weight or achieving maybe specific goals when it comes to diet and exercise, but you know, definitely work with your physician. But I think the vast majority of us just tend to be, we like being lazy. It's easier to be lazy, right? But you have to fight against that. And that's really my only tip or trick to all of you, is to just fight against that little voice in your head that's saying, you know, Netflix and popcorn and sitting on the couch sounds a whole lot more appealing than going out in the garage, getting the water, stepping on the adaptive motion trainer, and doing an hour-long workout. I have not gone to the gym since last winter, really, and I miss the gym a lot. I found that going to the gym held me accountable the most. And I do think that I was able to out-exercise my diet up until that point. Now, here's the thing. In general, you can't out-exercise a bad diet. But I was able to kind of keep things very even and build some nice muscle mass by going to the gym. So I never really did change my diet drastically. I still always ate the same foods, but anyway, yeah. So for me, I need to just fight past my just natural laziness, and that's what it is. I have to be accountable to the fact that I am kind of lazy when it comes to this kind of stuff, which is ironic because every other area of my life, I am not lazy at all, and I'm so motivated when it comes to work, when it comes to using my skincare, when it comes to helping Stella with schooling, all of that other stuff, I'm motivated as all get out. But when it comes to my own health, I'm always nah, that's fine. So, yeah, I'm going to start with telling you guys what supplements I use, and I'm telling you because this was requested. I am not telling you that you need to use all of these things yourself, and I am going to put out the disclaimer right now that if you actually have a well-balanced diet, meaning you're getting all of your fruits, your veggies, your carbs, your proteins, your fats, your essential fats, and all of that, if you are getting all of those things every single day because you have a stellar diet, then you probably don't need these supplements at all. Good for you. I think that's amazing. Here's the thing. That's not me. I know that I am missing a lot of key vitamins and nutrients just based off of how I know that I eat. And so for me, taking supplements is very helpful. I know there's a lot of people out there who have the attitude that you're going to take these supplements and you're just going to pee them out. You don't need this stuff. I don't know why people spend money on this stuff. I know that there is a lot of that attitude out there, but I can tell you that for me personally, I notice a difference. I notice a difference in how I feel, my energy levels, how motivated I am to even start exercising and kind of completing that whole circle of health, because there's a lot of stuff that goes within that, right? So I brought my supplements up. There's a lot in here. I don't take all of these things every single day. Let me just tell you that right now. I'm going to start with a few supplements that were sent to me via Skin Store. One of them I actually have, it's in my bedroom because it's next to my nightstand. It's a, I think it's called their Chill Out. It is, and I will be linking all of these things down below. So Skin Store did send me these first few things I'm going to show you guys here. But I've actually used a couple of these products from these brands to begin with because I really like their formulations. So, but I will put a link for these products down below, and if there's a discount code that applies, that information will be in the description box as well. All of these other things that I'm going to show you after these first few things were all purchased myself and things that I repurchase on a regular basis. And a few of these things are going to be repurchases for me going forward. So one of the first is, like I said, it's a sleeping, let me go get it. All right, I'm back. Okay, actually it was not called Chill Out or whatever I thought it was. It's called Mighty Night. This is supposed to help you sleep, catch some Z's, if you will. So this has valerian root in it, which is supposed to calm and help relax the body. So I have been taking this at night. I do think it works. It definitely helps me get to sleep very quickly. And I would say it's almost as effective as the Natural Vitality Calm magnesium supplement that I had been taking. And I still take that as well. So I've just kind of been mixing this in, and I do get a good sleep from this as well. So this has 60 soft gels. These Hum Nutrition products, I really like this brand, and I have purchased vitamins from them in the past. I really enjoy them. This also has ceramides, CoQ10, and ferulic acid in it. So there's also some like skincare benefits to this one. But really the main thing that I noticed from this is a solid good night's sleep and no nightmares. I've mentioned before that melatonin gives me nightmares. So I can't take melatonin. Stella can take it. Her physician actually suggested it for her because Stella was having some trouble sleeping as well for a little while. So she does take it as well. Another supplement that was sent by Skin Store that I have tried in the past from Hum and that I really like is their Uber Energy. This contains adaptogens, L-tyrosine, B5, and B6 in it. So this is something that I will take before working out. And I do think it gives me a really nice burst of energy that just actually gets me motivated for the workout and gets me through the workout, because it's hard when you start after having not done it for a long period of time. Let me tell you. One of my favorites is this Skin Squad pre and probiotic from Hum Beauty. This has 40, I think it's billion organisms. I think that's right. It has 9 strains of the prebiotics and probiotics, and it has konjac root in it as well. One of the things that I always talk about is a must, at least in my supplement routine, no matter what, I always have to have a, and I'll show you guys what my must-haves are in here. But one of my must-haves is always a probiotic. I just think it makes the biggest difference on the way that my gut feels. I don't think that I have IBS or anything, but I do think that my stomach is somewhat sensitive. I don't have any crazy food allergies. I've talked to my physician about that. Yeah, and also before someone types it in the comments, I'm not interested in doing keto. I've talked to my doctor about that. She doesn't actually think that is a good idea. There was a very specific group of people that the keto diet was meant for, and she thinks it's great for that. But she does not believe that everybody needs to do keto. And I don't want to eat in a restricted way like that. So for me, if it's easier for me to just take a few extra supplements and to continue to eat everything within moderation, of course, I would rather personally do that. So, I'm not going to be doing keto. Anyway, probiotics are a must for me. This is a vitamin this is new to me. This is the Osmosis Skin Defense. This is an environmental and hormonal detox. Now, I'm not a big believer in detoxing. I really don't think that the average person has a lot of toxins in their body. I do think a lot of people are filled with bad food. Chips, soda, cookies, cakes, all of that stuff, right? Not ideal. Yes, a little bit of sugar here and there is totally fine, and it's enjoyable, and you should do that. But I think the moderation part, again, is where people struggle. So, but in general, I don't think my body is full of toxins. I don't think that's what's going on here. I don't live in La La Land when it comes to that kind of stuff. So this tells you to take 2 capsules daily, at least 1 hour before or after medications. This is supposed to help detox the skin and clear blemishes, and this is also supposed to support against blemish producing toxins. Again, this I just thought it would be kind of interesting to try in place of my other normal kind of skin vitamin, if you will. But I have to admit, I don't think that I've noticed much from this. Now, I still have about half the bag left, so I've only gone through about half of these. This is not one that I would personally repurchase, but I think it's kind of interesting to try. But I think for me, the whole toxins idea doesn't really hold a lot of water. But I thought it would be interesting to try them. Some of the supplementation that you're getting in here is, so they have activated charcoal in here, they have glutathione, triosulfate, yeah, I'll put links for them down below. This one, I would say, was the only one out of everything that they sent that I was like, I don't know. I don't know that I'm getting much from it. This one I do have her like. This is the Beauty Chef. Sorry, it's their antioxidant Inner Beauty Boost. This is a biofermented probiotic elixir with prebiotics, enzymes, papaya, there we go, pomegranate and green tea extract. So on days where I don't want to take this, I will actually just put, I think it's a teaspoon that I use. You use a teaspoon of this in with your water, and then you just drink it, and I really like the taste of this. And it's a way to get something beyond the prebiotics. So the enzymes that are in here, papaya, I used to actually take papaya as a digestive. You can buy these little papaya pills that you can take after meals if you find that you have some gut issues. And I always felt that those enzymes worked really well for me, the papaya enzymes. And green tea extract, I think, is a wonderful thing. So this I would definitely recommend, especially if you tend to have a problem processing pills. I will say though, the Hum Nutrition, I've always been able to take, and they've never caused me to get nauseous or anything like that. So those items were sent from Skin Store, and I'm definitely appreciative. These I will all repurchase myself, and Skin Store has really good sales, if you guys aren't familiar, and their cashback on Rakuten, I think, is the highest. So when I buy anything from Hum Nutrition, it is through Skin Store for sure. Now let's talk about, I brought my everyday pills here to show you guys. So what I have in here is, so I'm still taking these. I love them. We'll never stop taking these. These are the City Beauty Complete Skin Restore. If you've noticed that my hair is a lot thicker, a lot longer, and looks fantastic, I really actually owe that to these, because it wasn't until I started taking these supplements that my hair really was like, I mean, since I started taking them, it has been a night and day difference. I am not losing nearly as much hair evermore on a daily basis. It's growing back. It feels like it's thicker. I feel like I have more hair growing back. It's shiny. It feels stronger. I love my hair right now. And yes, it is naturally gray if you're new. So, these you can get at City Beauty. I do have a discount code with them. It's for 15% off if you're interested. I'll put that information down below. But I love these, and I have about 6 bottles of backup in my cabinet downstairs because I love it. And I bought a bunch when they were on sale. Remember telling you guys about the sale, so I did tell you about it. The other thing that I take every single day is turmeric. Now, I don't put these next 2 things in with my everyday, which I'll show you here in a second because the pills are kind of larger. This is the U-Theory turmeric. This is extra strength. I buy these at Costco. You can also get these through Amazon. I'll link them down below. So they are literally turmeric in these little vegetarian capsules here, and I take 2 of these a day. I do find that turmeric helps to calm any inflammation that I might be dealing with, helps with, I feel like, general bloating that I can deal with from time to time. Turmeric really helps with that and any type of inflammation that I'm dealing with. Another product that I really like from the U-Theory brand is their collagen plus biotin. So I buy this at Costco as well. Now, I don't take this every single day because I actually do get biotin in the City Beauty supplements. So a few times a week, I will maybe skip this and take my doses of this. You do take 6 tablets. It's kind of a lot. They are rather large, but I like them a lot. And I do think that collagen also helps with your nails, it helps with your hair, it helps with your skin, and these are very easy for me to digest, even taking 6 at a time. So love those. Now in my everyday pill pack, so this is sort of the bare minimum that I do every single day, I have my 2 City Beauty Skin Restore. I have my Hum Pro and Prebiotics, because they're a must. I have a vitamin C. This is the vitamin C from Costco. It's just the Kirkland brand. I like it a lot. And I double up during the winter months. I double up on my vitamin D3. Also, this is the Kirkland brand. During the summer, I usually go back, spring and summer, I go down to 1 vitamin D because I do get out into the sun and I get the sunshine that way. But during the winter months, I do tend to deal with a little bit of seasonal affective disorder, I feel like. So I find that the vitamin D, just doubling that up, helps me a lot. So again, that was something that my doctor told me to do. So you talk to yours. They may not want you doubling up on vitamin D. So those are my everyday pills. Essentially, these are my musts. And then these other things are kind of the extras for me. Now let's talk about intermittent fasting. Here's the thing. I've still been doing it on and off this, I would say, entire time. I will say since the last time that I did a health journey update. I still do it for the most part. I will start eating at noon and I stop eating by 8 p.m. That's sort of my general rule of thumb. There are days where I break my fast a little earlier. There are days where I eat a little later into the night. So it's not perfect. But I do find that intermittent fasting, while it doesn't help me really lose weight anymore, it does just help me maintain my weight. So for me, intermittent fasting is still a part of my life. I know there are a lot of people that do 1 meal a day. I commend you if you do. I just wouldn't want to live that way. I do enjoy food, so I like being able to kind of have my eating hours where I have my lunch, my snack, my kind of late afternoon snack, and then my dinner. I'm still probably taking in more calories than I should most days, but I find that at least sticking with the intermittent fasting for the most part does help me to maintain my weight mostly. I have gained a few pounds since last spring. I am going to be working to get that off, so I may be a little more strict with my intermittent fasting going forward. I'll let you guys know how that goes. But it's an easy thing to do, and if you've never tried it, I definitely recommend it. There are lots of people here on YouTube who have videos about intermittent fasting and the science behind it, and all of like that kind of stuff. But again, I urge you to talk to your physician just to make sure that this is a good idea for your unique body. And I'm also just trying to make better food choices overall when I am eating. So snacking on things like carrots, celery. I like crunchy things, so carrots and celery tend to be great things for me to snack on. They're easy. Cauliflower, broccoli. Broccoli doesn't always agree with my stomach. So I don't do a whole lot of broccoli. I do like it. I love asparagus. I love Brussels sprouts. Like all of those kinds of things I really enjoy. I also love lentils. So I try to get a good amount of protein from things like nuts and seeds and things like that. Overall, I'm just kind of trying to clean things up. I'm not being crazy about it because I just don't think that works for me. I do know that I have to be in the mindset for it, and that's easy for me to do as long as I have some motivation for it. And I kind of do. I do have another big event coming up. I don't know when the wedding is planned for, but my brother is getting married. He proposed to his girlfriend over New Year's. So I know that I have, kind of a fun event in the future to look forward to, and that's sort of always good motivation for me to just look and feel my best so that when we do take all of those like family pictures, you know, I look back on them and I think, wow, that was a good time in my life where I was healthy, I was working out. It showed in my skin, in my hair. It showed in that I wasn't overweight. So yeah, it's nice to be able to look back on that stuff and think good thoughts, right? Like I worked really hard to look good for this event. And then, you know, going forward, I obviously need to maintain it beyond that. I do want this to be a lifestyle change, and it has been for a number of years now. I've slowly kind of been tweaking things here and there, and I am certainly not nearly as like unhealthy as I used to be, but I do tend to want to go back on my bad habits from time to time, and that's where these videos are going to come in helpful on a quarterly basis, because I can just share with you guys where I'm at, and you can hold me accountable. Anyway, let me know if you are on a health journey yourself, what route you're taking, whether it's joining something like Weight Watchers or Noom. Noom is actually something that I have been thinking about looking into. So if you are a Noom person, please let me know down below in the comments how that's going for you. I have a girlfriend that just recently started it, and she's already lost like 6 pounds. So for me, it's not so much the number on the scale. It's more so, you know, just not having the extra fluff. I don't care what the number says. The number can be, it can say like 185 if it wants to, but you know, I have to look and feel my best. So if that is the number 185, then so be it. I'm not saying that's my weight right now, but yeah, I feel like you know what I'm trying to say. Okay, let me know, like I said, what you're doing on your health journey this year in the comments down below. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch today. I will do this video again in the spring, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care. Bye.